How are you today? I'm hoping that you're doing well in the rest of the world under the circumstances. We all know what we're going through currently, the pandemic and everything, and hopefully everyone is doing well. I would like to thank you guys for watching my previous videos. I really appreciate it. And for those that have subscribed, thank you very much, and thank you for coming back. And those that haven't subscribed but have watched my videos, please guys, can you please hit that subscription button, please? Thank you very much in advance. Okay, so in today's video I would like to touch on a very sensitive topic, a topic that is very close to my heart, something that really hits home every time someone talks about it or something happens to someone. It like really comes and just hits the nail. Okay, so my topic for today is abuse in a marriage, and I mean women, because I am going to talk about my own experience, because I went through it. I do know that a lot of platforms, a lot of organizations, they have spoken about abuse of women in marriages, but I don't think we can say it's enough, because it's never going to be enough. It will never be enough, because every single day, every moment, a woman is being abused in a marriage. Not saying that men are not abused in marriages, hence I'm putting a disclaimer as my own experience. I'm going to talk because I was abused, and I did not get to talk about it when I was supposed to have spoken about it. Okay, so we all know what abuse is, especially marriage. I mean, we have, in most cases, it's physical abuse. That's what people always, when we say, oh, a woman was abused in a marriage, people just think of physical abuse. But it's not just physical abuse that women go through in marriages. You get to be disturbed mentally, so obviously it's your mental health that is disturbed. So I think that's mental abuse or psychological abuse. I'm not really sure, you can help me out there. But it's something to do with your mental health as well, so it is an abuse. So for me, I would say it was both. And I also would say they both go hand in hand, especially in my situation, because this is my personal experience. It can start anywhere, anytime, because for me it just started from Norway. In as much as I knew that my husband at that time was unfaithful, I didn't really think that he would raise his hands on me, you know. So obviously I'm already on that mental abuse situation because of his infidelity. He loved women, guys. My ex-husband loved women. It was not even funny. It was not even funny the way, and I think at one stage I myself even thought that probably he had a problem, probably something was wrong, because for me it was not normal. And you would actually, and I mean, a lot of people would ask me why I didn't leave, and if you have watched my previous videos, you will understand that I stayed for a couple of years, in as much as all this started from the beginning, but I stayed. I had my reasons to stay at that time, which were valid to me at that time. But only at a later stage, that's when I realized that no, these reasons are not really valid. I really need to go. I must go, I must leave. And I also touched in my previous video on physical abuse, but I did not go too much into details about it. And I'm not also going to give you a lot of details about this, because you know what, if I'm going to touch on every particular time when I got abused physically or mentally or whatever, yo guys, it will be like 2, 3, 4 days video, because a lot happened in this short space of time. But for me, I've got like certain highlights where I'm like, this I'll never forget. Though I will never forget everything, but there's certain like situations that were very outstanding as compared to the others. So mine started as one slap. Yes, he slapped me once, and I did not get the right advice, because I obviously, you know, when someone slaps you, you know it's wrong, right? And I did seek advice at the time, but I think the person that I did seek advice from did not give me the right advice. So then I kept quiet, because in my mind, remember, this is my first marriage and I'm seeking advice from someone who's been married for years. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, so whatever she's saying is the truth, because she told me that it happens. I mustn't just do anything to provoke the man. You know what, marriage goes through that and whatever. So yeah, that's how mine started. And guys, I don't want to lie to you, I have got scars all over my body. I've got scars everywhere. Like, yeah, if I take off my clothes, you will be like shocked, like, really, girl, what were you doing there when this man was doing this to you? So for me, it was more related, like I said initially, that it was to do with his infidelity. Then when I come to know about it, and obviously as a wife in the house, you would ask, why are you doing this? And the next minute, yes, I get the beating of my life. And he would beat me and make sure that he leaves me on the ground. He would not leave me walking. He would not leave me walking. He would beat me until I am done. He's done, he's tired. And guess what? He will walk out. He will go. Probably he'll come back if I'm lucky. If I'm not lucky, he will sleep wherever you know. And I had to nurse myself, get up from there, clean up the mess. And obviously, because I don't know whether he's coming back or not, so I'm scared to get a beating again. So I would drag myself to cook for him and clean up the house and start blaming myself. So then say, I caused it. You know, now I'm preparing myself to apologize. If I'm lucky that he comes back, I am busy apologizing to him. The minute he opens the door, I'm on my knees, I'm sorry, love, and I'm pulling him. I'm so sorry. I know it's me. I shouldn't have done this. I know, you know what, you don't want to get provoked in this way, and I've provoked you, and I am so sorry. And I'll be begging him to forgive me. And he'll be like, don't do it again, because you know, I don't like to beat you up. But if you do these things, you provoke me, you push me, you always push me. And I thought it was fine at the time. And I would actually, sometimes I'll go to work with a swollen forehead or a black eye or a red eye, and I will make up stories as to what had happened to me, because I didn't want to tell anyone. I felt that I will be, by telling people about my private, because I felt that it was my private life, then I'm airing my dirty laundry, you know what, outside for everybody to look at it. So I didn't even tell my parents. I didn't even tell even my sister. I kept everything to myself. And it went on. It went on. And there was an incident where he actually had to use a knife. I have a scar here. I actually had a few stitches. Yeah. He used a knife. He cut me, and you guys, it's serious. It's very serious. And I came to you know what this thing does to you is it reduces your self-esteem. You become a nobody to yourself. Because come to think of it, you're living in fear every day of your life. That's how I lived. I lived in fear, and I always blamed myself. I always blamed myself, like, no, I'm causing this. If only I didn't do this, he wouldn't have done this. There was not a single day that I sat there and I said, no, he's not supposed to do it. Whether I do this or he's not supposed to raise his hands on me. And in most cases, he's the one who's causing the situation. Because he's the one who's bringing women into the marriage. Because it was mostly about women or my money. One of the two. If it's not women, it's my money. But I never saw it that way. And I remember when I think I mentioned my first pregnancy, there was like, I think 1 month or so in the marriage, or 2 months if I'm not mistaken. And I had a miscarriage because we had a fight. And I think he pushed me or something. And then I had a miscarriage. So that was not as bad as the second one. So the second one came. I was so excited because in between the two, the first pregnancy, second, it took forever for me to fall pregnant. And I really wanted kids. I think I mentioned that in my previous video. That I was one kind of person that really wanted kids, and I actually felt that you're my age, I need to have kids now. And I actually wanted to just have my kids and then, you know what, stop. So it was a struggle now from the first pregnancy for me to be pregnant again. For some reason, I don't know. But it was a struggle. So I was pregnant, and I was super excited about this pregnancy. And I remember I sat down with him and I said, we need to talk. You know what happened the first time, and I really want this pregnancy, and I don't want anything to happen to the baby, you know. And he was in agreement with me, like, you know, babe, we have to like really be careful about everything. And guys, he is still blaming me, like, you need to take it easy on me because you know my temper. I'm like, no, I will make sure, I will try, and whatever. But I'm the one who's got hormonal changes now. But I'm the one who's being told to control myself instead of him controlling himself. And I'm also telling him, this thing of you and women, please stop doing that, please. And I'm begging this man, guys. Okay, I think it was 1 week after we came to know, and so I was like 5-6 weeks into the pregnancy. And the usual, he went, he lied to me that he was going about wherever he was going, and he did not come back. So when it was very late, because where he said he was going was close to home. So when it was getting late, because I'm trying his phone, it's not going through, I said, let me just go check on him, you know. So I go to this place, and these people are like, no, we never saw him here. I'm like, okay, fine. I went back home. So already I knew what was going on. Okay, fine. He came back the following day, and I'm like, babe, and then, oh, no, because he didn't know I went there. So he lied to me, you know, that, no, this guy is this, that. I'm like, no, but this guy is, I went there. Phew, he started beating me up, guys. I ran into the bathroom, I remember. Tried to close the door, but it was too late. He was already there. And I am in one corner in the bathroom, and I'm holding my stomach, and I'm just trying to get him beat me at the back. I'm like, it's okay, but don't beat me, you know what? the stomach, and I didn't know. I was so stupid that, you know what, the stomach and the bed is connected. So, oh, he did. I think it was worse. It was worse. And I am like, please stop. And he's not stopping. And he went on and on and on. Guys, when he was done, he left me in the bathroom. And he was gone. And I could feel my stomach pain and cramping. And the following day I had a miscarriage. Actually, I had the night. And he was not around. I had to go to the hospital alone. And even after the miscarriage, it did not stop. He kept on. He kept on doing it. So the reason why I brought this up is I know there are women out there, because for me, I could have avoided the both miscarriages, right? If I had spoken out, you know, if we come out and ask someone to help us, but I never did. I could have avoided, you know, guys, I don't want to lie to you. Something actually happened to my, not my gums, but my, this thing. You know, when you chew, you know, there was a time where one side I could not use it to chew, and I could not, my teeth, the top part and the bottom part, they could not touch. So I could only use one side, and if I tried to force it, I would feel pain, you know, like hectic pain. So I think I know towards the end I realized that, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep protecting this guy, because I was protecting him, not protecting myself. And I still wanted to fall pregnant and have kids, and it was so difficult to, you know, be in a space to relax, and because I was like all over now. I was not stable. I didn't want to leave the marriage. I didn't want to tell anyone. And it kept going and going until one day darling, that was it. He beat me up, guys. I had never felt the pain. I had never felt the pain. The pain was excruciating. My entire body was finished. Finished. And I had to go to the police. I was scared because of the way I was feeling there. I thought I was going to die. So I actually had to go to the police. And excuse me, yes. I then eventually dropped the charges, but then I was like, no, I can't go on like this. That's when I actually came out and started telling my family that this is what is going on. Like, this has been going on for all the years that I was staying with him. And I know there is one sister, one auntie, one, you know, who is going through this. One thing for sure is you're not alone, but you need to speak out. Because for me, if I didn't, it could have been worse. Probably I couldn't have been sitting here talking to you guys, honestly. So all I'm saying is, I hope and pray that whoever is watching this video, and if you are going through that, please don't keep quiet. And if you're seeing the signs, especially on physical abuse, you can see the signs. You can see him lifted hand the first time, run. He's never gonna stop. It will go on. That's how mine started. It will go on and on and on. You will apologize if you're lucky. He'll come back, he'll apologize, he'll tell you, oh no, it was the devil, you will never do it again and all that things. And then next time you'll do it again and you apologize, and you know, or you'll be like my situation where you'll be like kicking you and saying, yeah, you caused this. Next time, please don't provoke me. But the bottom line is, women, we need to speak out. we cannot go through this, because I know, in as much as they've spoken about it and everything, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's happening in silence. Some people die in silence because of physical abuse from their husbands. And I think the worst for physical abuse in a marriage is it's that very person that is supposed to protect you that is doing this to you, and it's very painful, and you are expected still to love that person, and in most cases you still love the person, even if it's like no one is expecting you to, but you still love the person, hence you stay. Or sometimes it's fear. Maybe you are being threatened that if you leave, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I mean, a lot is going on. A lot is going on. And please, guys, we need to speak up. And when these people come to us for help, guys, don't be like how it happened with me, where I get to be told that, no, 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 you don't have to do this. If you don't do this, he's not going to do that. Please, let's give good advice. Let's tell them exactly what they should do. Because this is something very serious. Very, very serious. And for me, it's maybe now it's even worse close to my heart, because I went through it. I went through the whole ordeal. And I know when a person tells me this is what is going, I relate and I resonate, and I know. So guys, please, we need to help each other, especially both men, women, you brother, you also need to tell your brother that this is not good. Don't do this. You're supposed to be protecting your wife. You're not supposed to be that man. Don't be that man, because you're not that man. So you need to stop. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my video. I really and I truly appreciate it. And let's keep safe. Let's keep safe. Let's keep positive in these trying times. All will be well. We all have to keep praying. And don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Because there is one person out there who's going to be helped by just watching this video. But they didn't know that there is such a video. So probably you saw my video. You watched my video. Then share it with other people. You never know. You help a sister. You know what I mean? So guys, till the next video, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Love you all.